Hi there, all you real estate agents. I'm Danny Griffin, the founder of the RealtyClassroom.com, with this week's real estate agent coaching and training tip. So when I started in the real estate business, I quickly found myself running in circles. Sure, I was busy selling a lot of homes, but I knew that my business model of selling on muscle was very flawed. You can only keep the pedal to the metal so long before you begin to get overwhelmed and exhausted. Furthermore, your level of client service drops off dramatically. Now, in the beginning of your career, you're chomping at the bit like a thoroughbred racehorse, willing to go above and beyond for every client until suddenly you have too many of them. That's when you begin to see them all as a nuisance and pests, and they in turn think you don't care about them at all and that you're all about the commission money. Not good. Now, the other side of this coin is when there's nothing but tumbleweeds rolling down the street and you can't seem to find any real prospects. Every time somebody sneezes the words real estate close enough together, you tackle them around the ankles, hoping that somehow you'll lock them up and they'll choose to do business with you. Now, although these two scenarios seem to be at opposite ends of the spectrum, they're actually rooted in the very same problem, which is the lack of a good strategic business plan. Although we can start off gung-ho and inspired like any small business entrepreneur with a great dream, we quickly realize that pushing the stone uphill every day is overrated. However, we do realize that there are possibilities for businesses because we ourselves buy goods and services from many businesses that seem to make money almost effortlessly, or at least a lot easier than the way we're doing it. Well, along that path of discovery, I was introduced by my real estate mentor to a book written by Michael Gerber called The E-Myth, also known as The Entrepreneurial Myth. While the book offers many great ideas for small business success, for me, there is now none more powerful than the concept of the franchise prototype. Simply put, it's all about business systems. Just look at McDonald's and Starbucks. They sold and sell commodities in very crowded competitive markets for hamburgers and coffee, and they still turn themselves into massive success stories. When comparing the real estate agent business with these types of successes, I know it's easy to explain them away and say, oh yes, but we're in the service business and you can't really turn that into a franchise prototype. Oh really? Here's how anybody can do it, in my humble opinion. First, consider that if you get after it every day, you're going to do something right that leads to you helping a client buy or sell a property. Now, during and after that process, just document everything you're doing or did along the way. Next, make a running list of all those steps that you took that went right to help create that great customer experience, and just put them in the order that they happened. But also make a list of the mistakes that you made so that later you can make notes and systems to avoid them. Finally, build a series of checklists that reminds you of all the steps you must take every time you take a home buyer or seller through the process, and just simply continue to refine those checklists with great detail. Now guess what you have? The foundation of a franchise prototype. Whether or not you ever endeavor to become the new McDonald's, at least you know you could, because you have a fully documented and duplicatable process, even if it's just for your personal use. The rewards will astound you. You might even get so excited that you fall in love with growing your business. Certainly not the worst thing to fall in love with. Hey, I'm Danny Griffin, the founder of the RealtyClassroom.com, thanking you for tuning in here and asking you, look, if you have any questions, just leave them right here and I will reply to all of them. I know today I zipped through the system search discovery to lead to the franchise prototype. There's a lot more detail that goes with it, so I'm happy to fill in the blanks for any of you. But most importantly, if you know a fellow real estate agent in need of some help, please pass these along through your social media channels. I would appreciate it. We'll see you next time.